The city of Los Angeles has always been an epicenter of cultural intersections, a place where the paths of the world's most influential figures cross under the most public circumstances. On a seemingly ordinary Saturday night, the atmosphere in the heart of downtown Los Angeles shifted as thousands of spectators gathered at the historic Crypto.com arena. The air was charged with a unique kind of electricity, the unmistakable buzz that accompanies a major cultural event. In this metropolis, entertainment is not merely an industry, but a living, breathing ecosystem where every movement is tracked, analyzed, and integrated into a broader narrative. The arena, known for hosting some of the most monumental gatherings in sports and music history, was transforming once again into a sanctuary of shared human experience. Amidst the crowd of eager fans, a select group of high-profile individuals arrived, drawing the attention of those who know how to read the subtle signs of celebrity alignment. This evening was not just about the music reverberating through the massive indoor stadium, but about the unspoken dynamics of the people sitting in the exclusive sections, watching the spectacle unfold. Before we dive into the fascinating details of how these major public figures interacted and what this moment signifies for the landscape of modern entertainment, please take a brief moment to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an in-depth analysis of these cultural milestones. The significance of this night lies heavily in the history of the individuals involved, each carrying a massive weight of public expectation and a complex web of personal narratives that have been documented for over a decade. To understand the gravity of a single night in Los Angeles, one must look closely at how the architectural marvel of the arena serves as a stage not just for the performer, but for the spectators who often command just as much public fascination. On this night, the venue became a literal and figurative crossroads, a place where past relationships, current friendships, and future artistic directions converged. The crowd itself was a tapestry of the city's diverse population, but the focus inevitably drifted toward the VIP suites and the lower bowls, where the subtle movements of the elite could be observed. It is a modern phenomenon that the mere presence of a public figure at a concert can generate as much conversation as the performance itself, illustrating how interconnected our media landscape has truly become. As the lights began to dim and the opening notes echoed through the massive sound system, the collective anticipation reached a fever pitch, setting the stage for a series of events that would quickly capture the attention of millions across the globe. Among the sea of faces, a familiar silhouette emerged, a woman whose global brand is built on visibility, yet who chose an unexpectedly understated approach for this particular outing. Dressed in a muted, sophisticated manner designed to minimize the usual frenzy that accompanies her public appearances, she moved with an ease that suggested a desire to simply experience the event rather than dominate it. This deliberate choice of presentation offered a sharp contrast to her usual red carpet grandiosity, hinting at a deeper level of comfort and intent. Beside her stood a carefully chosen circle of confidantes, including a prominent television star recognized for her dramatic roles and a trusted former executive assistant who has transitioned into a lifelong friend. Together, this trio represented a fortress of solidarity, a micro-community navigating a highly public space while maintaining an air of personal intimacy. The dynamics of their interactions, caught in brief glimpses by the surrounding audience, revealed a sense of genuine camaraderie and shared history that transcended the superficiality often associated with high-profile gatherings. As the performance progressed, the boundaries between the stage and the audience seemed to blur for this specific group. As they engaged fully with the art being presented before them, the choice of songs, the shared lyrics, and the collective rhythm of their movements spoke to a shared cultural lexicon that connects these individuals despite their vastly different professional backgrounds. The arena, with its cavernous interior and state-of-the-art acoustics, provided a backdrop that amplified both the musical performance and the subtle human dramas occurring within its walls. Observers quickly noted that this was not merely a casual night out, but a statement of presence, an assertion of mutual respect and artistic appreciation that carries significant weight in an industry often defined by competition and division. The historical context of the individuals present adds layers of meaning to every gesture, every shared video, and every lyrical nod. For years, the public has followed the intricate trajectories of these women, watching as their personal lives and professional achievements dominated headlines globally. The fact that they were now sharing the same physical space, participating in the same cultural ritual, suggests a maturation and an unspoken understanding that exists only among those who operate at the highest echelons of public visibility. It is a testament to the power of artistic expression that it can serve as a neutral ground, a place where past complexities can be set aside in favor of a shared moment of celebration. As the first segment of this remarkable evening unfolded, it became increasingly clear that the narrative extending from this arena would be one of connection, resilience, and the enduring power of music to unite disparate worlds. The subtle choreography of the night, from the arrival of the entourage to their specific placement within the venue, pointed toward a carefully balanced experience where the joy of the performance was paramount. This initial phase of the event established an atmosphere of intrigue and expectation, leaving the audience and online observers hungry for more details about the specific interactions and the deeper histories that connect these prominent figures. The unfolding story promises to reveal more about the strength of female friendships in the public eye, the ways in which past personal chapters are gracefully managed, and the undeniable impact of a premier musical artist commanding the attention of her peers. The stage was set, the music was playing, and the world was watching, waiting to see how this convergence of star power would ultimately define the cultural conversation for days to come. The atmosphere inside the Crypto.com arena deepened significantly as the concert advanced into its core segments, transitioning from initial anticipation into an intense showcase of vocal talent and emotional vulnerability. At the center of this gathering was Kim Kardashian, the 45-year-old global icon and shapewear mogul, who chose to navigate this highly visible evening alongside her close friends. Standing immediately beside her was Emma Roberts, the acclaimed actress known for her compelling performances in American Horror Story, whose vibrant energy stood out against the backdrop of the arena. Completing this tight-knit entourage was Stephanie Suganami, Kardashian's longtime confidante and former executive assistant, who chose an incognito look featuring wraparound sunglasses to blend seamlessly into the bustling environment. Together, the trio formed an island of focused attention amidst the thousands of screaming fans, their eyes fixed firmly on the stage where Ariana Grande was delivering a masterclass in modern pop performance. Kardashian, a figure routinely accustomed to dominating the spotlight with elaborate and avant-garde fashion statements, deliberately chose a more subdued aesthetic for the night, opting for a black lace top paired with matching black leggings, allowing her long raven hair to cascade naturally down her shoulders. This strategic choice of attire seemed designed to grant her a degree of anonymity, a rare luxury for someone whose life is chronically documented by reality television cameras and paparazzi lenses. Yet, despite her calculated efforts to maintain a low-profile presence, the gravity of her stardom ensured that her every movement within the venue was meticulously tracked by eagle-eyed spectators and dedicated fan accounts. The tension in the arena felt palpable, not due to any visible discord, but because of the dense history that implicitly connected the women in the room, a history that the public has dissected for years. The subtext of the evening was impossible to ignore for anyone familiar with the intricate social cartography of Hollywood, as both Kardashian and the 32-year-old pop star headlining the tour share a highly publicized past connection through their respective relationships with comedian Pete Davidson. Grande's whirlwind romance and subsequent engagement to Davidson in the year 2018 had been a defining cultural moment of that era, followed years later by Kardashian's own high-profile relationship with the comedian between late 2021 and mid-2022. Rather than allowing any potential awkwardness or past romantic overlaps to dictate the narrative of the evening, Kardashian actively embraced the musical experience, effectively dismantling any assumptions of lingering hostility. This demonstration of mutual respect and artistic appreciation was captured vividly in a series of videos shared directly to Kardashian's Instagram stories, providing an intimate window into how the reality star was experiencing the performance. In one particularly compelling clip, the trio of friends could be seen fully immersed in the emotional resonance of Grande's hit song We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love, singing along to the lyrics with an intensity that suggested a deep, personal connection to the music. The energy escalated further when Grande transitioned into Twilight Zone, a beloved bonus track from her critically acclaimed Eternal Sunshine album, prompting both Kardashian and Suganami to match the vocal energy echoing through the massive stadium. Kardashian's public endorsement of the singer went beyond mere presence, as she affectionately referred to Grande as "my baby" in one of her video captions, a gesture that signaled warmth and complete alignment. The emotional weight of the performance was amplified by the unique acoustics of the indoor arena, where Grande's remarkable vocal range remained flawlessly clear despite the challenging live audio environment. As the concert progressed, the narrative grew even more fascinating when fan-captured footage began circulating rapidly on digital platforms like TikTok, revealing that Kardashian's positioning within the arena was far from accidental. In a twist that delighted pop culture enthusiasts worldwide, videos emerged showing Kardashian dancing and celebrating directly alongside Joan Grande, the matriarch of the Grande family. This interaction provided undeniable proof of the comfortable, established rapport between the two camps, a relationship built on years of overlapping professional and personal circles. The history between the families runs deep, stretching back to the year 2019, when Ariana Grande famously cast Kardashian's mother and manager, Kris Jenner, in the iconic music video for her global anthem Thank You, Next. That specific musical project had been heavily inspired by Grande's highly scrutinized breakup from Davidson, making Jenner's inclusion in the video an early indicator of the complex, interconnected, supportive network that exists among these high-profile families. The sight of Joan Grande and Kim Kardashian sharing a rhythm in the VIP section added a powerful layer of context to the evening, illustrating that the bonds formed through mutual respect and shared industry experiences frequently outlive the temporary romantic headlines that capture public attention. The unfolding scene within the Crypto.com arena became a powerful testament to the maturity of these women, showcasing an ability to celebrate artistic triumph without being overshadowed by the ghost of public relationships past. Every lyric, sung by Grande and echoed by Kardashian, felt heavy with the passage of time and the collective growth of both individuals since their respective periods of intense media scrutiny. The crowd itself seemed to feed off this underlying energy, recognizing that they were witnessing a rare convergence of cultural forces where the boundaries of music, reality television, and personal history blurred into a singular, harmonious event. As the second act of the evening reached its peak, the sheer volume of digital content being generated by fans and the participants themselves turned the concert into a global trending topic, shifting the focus from historical romantic trivia to a celebration of female solidarity and creative excellence. The initial intrigue established at the start of the night transformed into a deep, compelling exploration of how modern celebrities navigate their public and private lives with grace, setting the stage for a profound conclusion to this narrative of connection and resilience. To truly comprehend the profound significance of this night at the Crypto.com arena, one must look far beyond the glittering surface of a standard Hollywood concert and examine the deeply intricate histories that shaped the lives of everyone involved. The narrative core of this gathering rests upon a shared timeline of emotional milestones, personal growth, and intense media scrutiny that began years ago in the public eye. For Ariana Grande, the journey leading up to her current tour has been marked by extraordinary artistic triumphs intertwined with deeply felt personal losses. The year 2018 stands out as a particularly tumultuous period in her life, a whirlwind year that began with her split from the late rapper Mac Miller in the month of May, followed almost immediately by a highly publicized romance with the comedian Pete Davidson. Within a mere 2 weeks of dating, their relationship had escalated to a degree that captivated the entire entertainment world, highlighted by Davidson famously getting a tattoo of Grande's signature imagery behind his left ear. Just a month into their romance, the couple announced their engagement, sending shockwaves through the global pop culture landscape and positioning them as the ultimate celebrity pairing of the summer. However, the foundational stability of that relationship was shattered in September of 2018 by the sudden and tragic passing of Miller, an event that profoundly impacted Grande and ultimately signaled the definitive end of her engagement to Davidson just a month later in October. In a revealing interview conducted 2 years later with Charlemagne Thaw God, Davidson offered a rare, vulnerable glimpse into the collapse of that relationship, acknowledging that the profound grief Grande experienced was an insurmountable barrier for their romance. He recalled telling her that he understood the gravity of her pain, offering to stand by her side for as long as she needed, but ultimately recognizing that their whirlwind chapter had reached its inevitable conclusion under the weight of such an immense tragedy. This period of intense grief and public speculation deeply informed Grande's subsequent creative output, fueling the creation of her monumental record Thank You, Next, which served as both a processing mechanism for her heartbreak and a celebration of resilience. The intricate web of connection grew even more complex 3 years later, when Davidson struck up a highly publicized relationship with Kim Kardashian following her memorable guest hosting appearance on Saturday Night Live in October of 2021. Their romance, which lasted until August of 2022, was subjected to a relentless barrage of online scrutiny, public commentary, and external pressures, testing the resilience of both individuals as they navigated the complexities of dating under an intense global spotlight. By the time Kardashian walked into the arena on Saturday night, these past chapters had transitioned from painful headlines into distant memories, replaced by a profound sense of mutual understanding and respect that defined her interactions with the Grande family. The sight of Kardashian openly supporting Grande, singing along to tracks that were born out of these exact historical moments, represents a beautiful full-circle moment of healing and maturity for both women. It underscores a powerful truth about the nature of survival within the upper echelons of global stardom, illustrating that shared experiences of public scrutiny can create an unspoken bond that transcends past romantic overlaps. Furthermore, the evening shed light on the enduring journey of Grande as an artist who has consistently transformed her personal tribulations into universal anthems of empowerment, commanding the respect of her most influential peers. The presence of Joan Grande alongside Kardashian in the crowd served as a visual representation of this familial and professional solidarity, reminding the world that these individuals have spent nearly a decade supporting one another through the darkest and brightest moments of their respective careers. For the viewers watching these events unfold across digital platforms, the night offered a rare and inspiring example of female solidarity in an industry that so frequently attempts to pit successful women against one another over past relationships. By intentionally choosing to focus on the music, the artistry, and the joy of the performance, Kardashian and Grande effectively rewrote the public narrative, replacing potential tabloid drama with a definitive statement of unity and mutual admiration. The story of this concert is ultimately a story about the passage of time, the necessity of grace, and the incredible power of music to serve as a sanctuary where past heartbreaks can be transformed into collective celebration. As the final notes of the concert echoed through the massive Los Angeles venue and the lights slowly returned to the arena, the lasting impression left upon the audience was not one of lingering awkwardness, but of a triumphant, shared human experience. The journey of these heroes, from the turbulent heights of their past relationships to the grounded stability of their current lives, serves as a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit in the face of relentless public observation. This memorable night in downtown Los Angeles will undoubtedly be remembered as a landmark moment in modern pop culture history, a perfect intersection where the past was gracefully acknowledged, the present was vibrant with artistic excellence, and the future was met with an open, supportive embrace by the world's most influential icons.